everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Art Nouveau with your host, LeilaniJoy. This is my video art blog where I document my creative process and give you guys some tips and tricks along the way. And not really notice that I'm quarantined because this is how I always live. Anyways, hi guys. I know this is like a really weird, crazy time. And first of all, I just want to say that I hope everyone is being safe and healthy out there and not feeling too scared or alone. We're all in this together. That's sort of the crazy thing about like a pandemic or a crisis like COVID-19 that's currently going on, is that it somehow like draws all of us together to care for each other and care for ourselves and care for our loved ones really close. So I just want to kind of put that out there first. I know I'm going to try and do a regular episode to give you guys some entertainment right now, but I thought I would just send out some love and positive vibes first of all. Anyways, today I'm going to be sharing with you a piece I did for Valentine's Day, which I really love how it turned out, even though I've been going through a bit. We've all been going through it lately, right? I put up another video just right before this where I shared with you my new love. This is Togo, my new puppy that he's ours, that Brian and I adopted just a few days ago. And he's brought so much joy and light into our life that was so needed right now. And I just want to say I highly, highly recommend fostering or rescuing a dog right now, or any animal, guinea pigs, you know how I feel about that, because they're a great distraction that just really kind of, brings you to the present. And it really stopped a lot of our worrying and fear that was going on. We adopted Togo from petfinder.com, from a local rescue, and I just think it's a great source to save doggies that are already out there waiting for homes. They did not pay me to say this, I'm just saying it because you should hear it. Anyway, I want to share with you this piece that I did. It is still available for sale, and I have prints of it, of course, that you can find in my shop, and let's get started. So when I started thinking about what I wanted to do for this piece, the first thing that came to mind was like old-fashioned Valentines and pinup girls, and I draw a lot of inspiration from that. And I started thinking about like the devil pinup girls, and I love that kind of like naughty devil and like love and Cupid and those kind of themes. And that led me to think about one of my big art inspirations, who's just absolutely incredible, and her name is Amber Carr. And I've admired her work kind of from afar for a long time, probably because I'm like, I'll never be as good as her. But I thought this would be kind of a fun experiment to try to pay homage to her little creature devil girls, and also kind of feed this new obsession I have about painting fantasy skin tones and otherworldly kind of blue and green and pink and red. And I think it'd be fun to do kind of a whole series of those. So this might be the first of many. And yeah, so I also was looking at her art, and that led me down a rabbit hole to all these incredible makeup artists that do Amber Carr inspired makeup looks. And here's a couple shout outs of some favorites that I came across. Lucy Garland, I love her makeup skills. And also Frances, aka Beauty Spock on Instagram. She has a lot of them, and there's just so many. I'd give all of them credit if I could, because I saved a bunch of these. And yeah, they're just so gorgeous. And if anyone wants to do makeup look inspired by my paintings, please do it, because that would be amazing to me. Anyways, so with that in mind, I wanted to kind of do my own version of this and add a little narrative element. And since this is about Valentine's Day and love and kind of also for me how painful love can be, and I'm sure we've all experienced that at one time or another, but sort of my narrative theme I'm thinking about here is how our hearts are fragile, and she's going to be kind of holding maybe like a paper looking heart that has gotten broken clearly, and she's stitched it back together, and she's sort of pulling it apart again. So I want to leave this a little bit open to interpretation for the viewer, whether she is stitching the heart back together or she's actually pulling it apart again. Like, I keep trying to love and my heart keeps getting broken no matter how many times I repair it. And I think that's just kind of a fun theme for this piece. So from there, I'm going to take all these ideas and do a final sketch of it. And then I will transfer this to my board. And when I started thinking about color, I really liked specifically this magenta skin color that Beauty Spock did. And I am also a huge fan of Tara McPherson and her color palettes. And so I thought it'd be fun to kind of have this really bold juxtaposition of like this mint green and this magenta. I just love those two colors together. I just think they look gorgeous. Tara does a little bit more of a muted kind of palette, and I'm going to go a little bolder and do it just really intense because, you know, that's what I like in my colors. And let's see how this turns out.
Searching for fields of grass, searching, remember it all.
So now that my sketch is finished, I'm ready to transfer this to my painting surface. And I'm using hardboard, which I usually use for all my pieces. And I've spray painted the background color, which is this really nice Caribbean sort of cyan minty green color. And then I'm going to add another layer for her skin tone of a hot magenta pink. Now, in order to do this, I don't want to create a hard edge that I'm going to have like a weird textural line. So what I'm going to do is I've made this mask just out of paper that's going to incorporate her shoulders and her neck, which can be a hard line. And then around her face, I want that to be a soft gradient of spray paint. So what I've done here is cut like little edges that I can bend up in the paper so that when I spray paint, this is going to create sort of a soft misted gradient underneath there, and then it will be easier to blend and I won't have a hard edge. So let's see how this works. This is my official uniform for painting in the middle of the night in the middle of February. Now that my spray paint layer is dry, I can remove my mask. And if you can see here, I got that perfectly soft edge around the hairline that I was after, so I'm pretty pleased about that. I also created a clean edge with frisket and masking tape on her neck and shoulders area because I want that to be a nice clean line and graphic. And next I'm going to finish transferring my sketch and line work to this board. And today I'm using red Sorol transfer paper. Now this is kind of perfect because I've got the magenta skin tone, and if a little bit of the red Sorol is still left in the painting, I can kind of blend that into the magenta pink. So it's kind of a perfect complement.
Was the great hope after all the pain? I feel that it's alright. Living for real. Going straight.
Okay, you guys, well, Miss Valentine is almost ready now. And before I show you how she turned out, I just want to make a few quick announcements. Now, some of you guys know about this already because I've shared it on my Instagram and social media. But right now I'm doing a little special thing that I'm calling Art Aid. And like I said in my other videos and on my Instagram, I've had this kind of like helpless feeling. Like I want to do something in some small way, just a small contribution to just lighten the mood, increase morale, and something that you can kind of surprise someone with. Because there's a lot of people right now who are isolated and alone, maybe living alone, or they're just fearful, they're anxious people, which I totally relate to. And I'm a big pen pal person. I love to get a surprise in the mail, even if it's just a little card. I'm like still that person that as soon as the mailman comes, I like run out there to see if I got anything other than bills, and I usually don't. But I really like to find a surprise. So I thought it would be fun to do some discounted mystery art grab bags that I just pack with all kinds of extra goodies, and you can send them to a friend of yours. I can put a personal note in there and they get a nice little surprise in the mail, maybe to brighten their day up. And I'm doing two different sizes. I have a mini and I have a larger size that has a random 8x10 in it. It's got postcards, it's got a little button magnet keychain, or pocket mirror. I do some stickers in there, some postcards that they can send to someone else and brighten their day. So it's kind of like a chain reaction of just a little art surprise to keep someone's spirits up. And if you're an artist as well, I'd love to have some other artists participate in this. And you can use the hashtag I thought of, hashtag ArtAid, and just put that on your social media or wherever you want to share yours. And maybe you can do some little discounted packages for people to buy as well. So not only will you be helping small artist business such as myself and others, but you'll also be sharing a little love and surprise to someone who really might need it right now. And I even wrote some poems to go in it. I tried to write some little poems that you can put in the package. You can find those in my Etsy shop right here. Also, I'm planning right now to work on doing a sort of crash course of my class at a really cheap price so that you can just buy the whole package and like entertain yourself with it, because I've got like 65 videos and lessons on there, and I think it's been up at long enough now that I can do like kind of a self-guided cheap version for you guys who just want to crash through it and just kind of enjoy it as entertainment. I'm also going to try, now that I've got my puppy on a little bit better schedule and routine, I think I can schedule some Twitch streams too. Right now I'm recording a video and he's just passed out sleeping away, so frankly I think he's cool with me doing this. So I think that would be a great way for us to kind of socialize and just keep our minds busy and not feel too isolated and lonely. So, I mean, I'm an introvert, so quite frankly, I'm like, oh, all plans are canceled. But I also feel like this sort of weirdness that like you can't really reach out. Like I don't know about you guys, but my parents live a couple hours away, and my dad's 70th birthday is coming up this weekend. So it's really kind of like, and he has a cold, which is worrying me. But he says it's fine. It's just like a regular cold. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like a little scary feeling that you have and you can't go visit them. I'm in the Bay Area in San Francisco, and we are on complete lockdown. So you're only allowed to leave for essential supplies, like go to restaurants for pickup food and grocery stores. Also, I wanted to mention that this is a great time to order takeout from your favorite restaurants because they're really hurting right now. And don't hoard supplies. I know a lot of people are like, oh, go grab all the groceries you can. Don't do that. I definitely think take what you need and leave the rest for other people, and order takeout from places that you'd like to help their business. This is all super important right now. So just keep that in mind. I know you already know this probably because everyone's saying it, but since you're here and listening to me. Anyway, yeah, so that's sort of my plan right now. And I am still running my Patreon. They're each going to get if you're a part of my rewards by mail program, you will get an Art Aid package in your next package that you can keep or send to someone else. So they're going to get one for free this month. And I'm working on a new piece for them too. That should be coming up shortly. All right, guys. Well, without further ado, here is the reveal of my piece Valentine. The original is for sale, and I know things are kind of tight right now, so I'm happy to do payment plans. If you're interested in her, please shoot me an email at sales@LeilaniJoy.com, and we can set up a great little payment plan for you, or you can find her in my Etsy shop. So I'm still shipping regularly, so The mail's going out, so you guys should get anything that you order from me right away. Also, if you guys haven't seen these yet, I'll show you an up close. I'm doing these stick and sketch sticker sheets that I made recently. I did all the little illustrations, and they're all like a little prompt for your sketchbook. So this might be a fun activity for you to add as well for your own entertainment, or to put in your art aid package. I can add that to it if you buy one of those. And you can share your stick and sketch drawings with me on Instagram at #stickandsketch. So that's kind of like a fun little thing I did recently too. All right, I talked a lot, but you know, we ain't got nothing but time today because we're all just sitting at home watching videos, trying to keep our minds off apocalypse. Anyway, guys, thanks for hanging with me today and sticking with me. I will see you guys very soon on another video. Bye, peace and love, stay safe.
Searching for fields of grass, searching, remember it all.